with the help of various institutions, various NGOs, state government, university system, academic institutions, colleges, and several other agencies. With the media organizations as well, with the scientific organizations as well. So, incidentally, we have started courses at various levels, say in 5 levels, ranging from short-term courses, as we are doing this course, this is called short-term courses. This is actually meant for the amateurs. For the students, those who are interested in science communication, they can come and join this course. The idea is just to trigger their interest. We are not giving the full-fledged training in science communication during this 5 days period, but the idea is our resource persons, our experts like Mohan Sundarajan, and Murugan is also, he is the organizer at one end, and other end he is the resource person. He belongs to All India Radio and he is a scholar in Tirukkural, and he is a very good poet, author, orator, and whatnot. So similarly, we have many more experts in this room, and like Mohan Sundarajan, I am confident that we also have in this room future award winners of NCST Science. It is a matter of time only. At second level, we have medium-term courses ranging from 1 month to 6 months duration. Gandhigram University is running one such course in Tamil Nadu. MSc course is being run by Anna University nearby you, and I will be discussing with the Honorable Professor Ramanathan. We can introduce a course as correspondence mode from Anna University and get into PG Diploma in Science Communication. 15 courses in all across the country. Then at third level, we have these full-fledged courses related to MSc, as I told you earlier, MTech or PG Diploma. Apart from that, recently we have introduced yet another mechanism. That is, the idea is to start a special paper on science communication or on science journalism as part of ongoing mass communication courses in various universities. That is picking up very well, and from Northeast, so many requests we have received, and we are trying to support them to begin with this special paper on science communication and science journalism. And we have also started correspondence courses in science communication. Devi Ahilya University in Indore. The advertisement is on the Employment News, latest issue. If you are interested, you can go to the website, download the form. It is available through correspondence. 1 year PG Diploma in Science Communication and Science Journalism, available from Devi Ahilya University in Indore. Now, in most of the countries, science communication means if there is a deficit of information, and if you pour information, if you give information, if you provide information or knowledge, the deficit can be overcome. So that is a very traditional kind of idea, and that is called a deficit model of science communication. Whereas in India, as you will be aware that with the introduction of science policy in 1958, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has introduced yet another phase to the world, and that is the first of its kind, that is called scientific temperament, a scientific kind of mind, a scientific way of working, a scientific way of thinking, a scientific way of perceiving, implementing, and using scientific method, the method of science, in the scientific knowledge and the scientific temperament. Because we believe that knowledge is important. But more important is its use. So the scientific temperament, the scientific bent of mind, the analytical approach or the rational approach that enables us to take the right kind of decision at the right point of time. Because we can use a matchbox for creating disasters, and we can use the same matchbox for kindling light. So that is our way, how we take the decision, how we use the knowledge that we have acquired over the period through various sources. So our Indian model is depending on both the pillars, that is scientific knowledge, and scientific knowledge is governed by the scientific temperament, so that we can use the best of our knowledge in a way so that it is useful for our society. Similarly, the second thing is participatory model. Generally, it's believed that somebody has come from a city. So he is considered to be more wise, more intelligent, more knowledgeable. This is not the case. He may be having another set of information that a villager may not have. At the same time, villager has another set of information that a city person or a metropolis person he can't have. So there should be a kind of sharing model, participatory model. If I am giving some knowledge to you, I am also at the same time getting information from you as well. So it's a kind of sharing model that is we are trying to practice in India for science communication. The third point of Indian model is that is also very, very important. In most of the European countries, science for them, science is for exploration, for ourselves also. Science is for fun. And that's it. But in countries like India, developing countries, people are dying for petty reasons. In this country, lakhs of people, they are dying of diarrhea. Jaundice. More than 80% of diseases are being caused by unpotable drinking water. So there comes a great conflict between big science and small science. Generally, in the name of science communication or science cooperation or science writing, only big things come to our mind. Like something like Pokhran, something like ozone hole, or some breakthrough in medical science or technology, or something big. But at the same time, our people are suffering with petty things, with small knowledge gaps. If we are able to fulfill their requirement, if we are able to make them aware with the small knowledge, with the small scientific information, I think they can overcome all the miseries which they are facing because of lack of knowledge, because of lack of information. Like I have given you example, the drinking water. Similarly, in North India, I don't know the case here. There is no printer, I believe. But in North India, every year a news comes. Every year a news. Three people died of carbon monoxide poisoning. How they burn coal inside the room, and they airtight the room, and they go for sleep. In the process, what happens? The coal generates carbon monoxide that consumes all the oxygen in the room, available in the room, and converts into carbon dioxide. And over the period, during midnight, there is no oxygen available. But carbon monoxide has a tendency to get oxygen. It has to get. So it starts taking oxygen from your body. It attacks your blood circulatory system. And everything is paralyzed because it is odorless, it is colorless, no smell, no color. You can't understand, and people die overnight. It is not only the case for a common man. It has happened in Antarctica with our scientists. A few years back, 3 scientists died of carbon monoxide poisoning in our Matthew station in Antarctica. A small piece of information can save and shape the lives of the people. So for India and countries like India, especially for developed countries, science is not only for making fun, science is for saving and shaping the lives of the people, to bring the smiles into their face. So science and technology are the main driving forces in today's world. And we means we the science communicators who are interested in science, who are interested in communication, they have the responsibility to take these scientific developments, take these scientific innovations to the common man, to make them happy and to overcome their miseries. And science communication as a tool is a very, very, very strong tool by virtue of that we can reach the common, to the end user. And media can play a major role in this. Here comes the role of mass media also. Incidentally, through the NCSTC, there is National Council for Science and Technical Communication, that is the apex body of the Government of India, comes in the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. It came into being in 1982, and this year we are celebrating the silver jubilee of establishment, and we are trying to develop science communication and tap all kinds of mass media for science communication. For instance, we have 5 major mass media. One is the print media, that is very, very effective. You can use the newspapers or the magazines, and you can take the scientific messages, scientific concepts to the common man through the print media, but it has limitation. Those who are literate and those who can read, they can use this media. At second level, we have electronic media, that is radio and television, that is very, very effective. You can take the message across. Incidentally, the radio has 97%, 100% coverage, and the television has 97% less coverage in this country. So these are very, very effective mass media that we are using for science communication. With All India Radio, we have produced a mega serial of 144 episode for All India Radio named Mano Ka Vikas. Dr. Goodman has already told you. On television, we are running a number of courses. At present, a program is coming on Saturday. Aisa Hi Hota Hai on National Network, and we are planning to have many more such programs on radio and television. At third level, we have very, very effective and rich media that is called folk media. Folk media. So we are also using folk media like puppetry, Villu Patu in Tamil Nadu, and some other parts as well. We are trying to develop this means of communication for taking the message of science even to illiterate people and people who are living in far-flung areas and remote corners of the country. So the idea is to get scientific information across every nooks and corners of the country using various kinds of media. Apart from that, we have digital media, that is internet, webcast, podcast. So we are also using that digital media, and we have interactive media, man-to-man contact, public relation. Through public relation, this Green Revolution is a great example of public relation, communication through public relation, so that we have achieved this Green Revolution. So I think at one end, we require the people who are interested in science. At the same time, we require people who are interested in communication. But what is happening? Recently, there was a presentation in international conference. Conflict between scientists and journalists is a barrier to science communication. And that scientists are not open to give the information. And scientists, they are blaming journalists, they are distorting information. So there comes a great misunderstanding between both of them. And NCSTC is also trying to play a major role to bring harmony between scientists and journalists. In some cases, I will give you yet another example. I happened to meet one Nobel laureate. And I simply asked him, sir, you have done this very, very great work, and you have done the research. Whether you are interested in taking this research to the people, no, this is your job. This is the journalist's job. The scientist thinks, I'm not blaming, I have no intention to embarrass anybody. The scientists in general, when I made presentation, after my presentation, people are those who don't know me. Sir, you are a journalist or you are a scientist? So I say I am an analyst. I am trying to analyze the situation so that we can achieve to certain conclusions or certain results or solutions. Journalists, the scientists consider that it is the job of a journalist to write on the work what scientists are doing. At the same time, journalists also think, no, science is not our subject. Because in the journalism field, most of the journalists, they come from art background or from the background. But there are very, very few, like Mohan Sundarajan and all, some very few people, they are at the science. That is the end of the problem. Because science, media is not controlled by the government. So they can't impose their policies on the media. That is their choice, and it's open to them. And with the public demand, they can have a science editor or a science correspondent or a science communicator with their science desk. But that is not happening. Only a few newspapers, they have science desks in the country. So the journalists, they generally consider that it is the scientist who should write on science. So who is who is responsible for science communication? So that is why we are organizing such kind of workshops, giving a common forum to the scientists to come, to the journalists to come, at the same time students, teachers, bank managers, anybody who is interested in science communication, they can join this countrywide campaign for taking science to the people. So I think it's a very good platform, and I hope that all the participants, they will take advantage of this kind of program. And we are running a series of such courses. Incidentally, we have organized so far across the country 350 such workshops, and our target is to have 550 workshops in all districts of the country in a near future. And This is 8th in Tamil Nadu, and with very near future we will have in 9th and 10th. 10th will be in Annamala University. So that is our idea how to bridge this gap between science and society, between scientists and journalists, and final objective is to develop a scientifically aware and attitudinally rational society in the country. So with that, I congratulate the MPS Academy, the JJ College, its principal, trustee madam, secretary, all those who are instrumental in organizing this wonderful program, bringing these luminaries here. I am really very happy. It's a kind of cross-pollination of ideas. If I am speaking something, I am listening something, it gives birth to another idea. So I think that will help that way, and we can have many more such programs. And our participants will be able to take up science communication as a career. They can take up science communication as an amateur activity, as a hobbyist, and as a full-fledged career in science communication. And there are a lot of avenues nowadays that have opened up through various activities through these courses. And before launching these courses, we have conducted a survey with IIM Institute of Management, and the results were very encouraging. And encouraged by these results, we have started these courses in all languages and all parts of the country. So with that, thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interacting with you. And today, full day, I am here, and I will try to share more ideas with you and try to understand your problems, and we will be interacting more frequently. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much. You have really triggered our interest in science. Sir, that is a word in English, combination of two words, breakfast and lunch. When it is combined, it is neither breakfast nor lunch, but it is brunch. Now in you, we see a scientist, and in you, we see a journalist also. Combining scientist and journalist, we are seeing scientist. Really, very great to see you, sir. Very great. Now, our professor from Bangalore, Mohan Sudhakar.